got a charge right here.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey.
There you
put
go.
your seatbelt on, safety first, okay?
Oh.
I want to make sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
All right, back to the car wash, because like I said before, we can't get anything clean because, yeah. It's all burnt up. Like I mentioned the other day, can't get anything clean. Anyway, so today we're reviewing a 2010 Volkswagen CC
Sports line.
front wheel drive, manual transmission, not the automatic. As you can see, 6-speed manual, and these actually do come as well in all-wheel drive, but I believe the all-wheel drives are only automatics. So if you want to have something a little more fun, you know, to play around with for shifting in the full nines, this is the one to get. It's got the 2-liter turbocharged, 200 horsepower to the wheels, so that's not too bad. Plus this one's slightly modified. I got you that spacer for your, so the blow-off valve makes a little bit of noise.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it sounds like you're burning your skin. I gotta move away from these schools, like, too many fucking kids. Don't videotape the kids.
It's just their backs.
No, that's
we don't have to blur their faces.
No, don't videotape them at all.
Okay. Yeah.
So for you out there that don't know about the Passat CC or Volkswagen CC, however you want to say it, it's also a coupe styled 4-door. So it was Volkswagen's kind of answer to that market that I talked about in the other video about having something a bit more sleek and a little bit more sporty, but yet 4-door, so you can use it anytime kind of thing. You're paying for the car wash, right?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Fuck crazy, or like?
No, I know last time your debit almost did not work, so...
Motherfucker, it was a machine, not my debit card. Fuck's sakes.
Okay.
Where's the e-brake?
It's over there.
Oh, I was wondering what the fuck that was.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I know a lot about this car. Fuck yeah. Okay, let's go in.
Please scan your ticket or car wash card. Wait.
As you can see, this one as well does not have anything over top the window, so yeah. So good for short arms. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't driven a manual in a little bit, guys, so hopefully I won't stall this bitch out too much.
Oh, my ears are popping. Are your ears popping?
The build quality is shittier.
Nah.
It really is.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So it's be a good time to kind of look inside the vehicle. You got a very nice bolster steering wheel. You know, it's not like the little fucking goddamn toothpick some cars have, right? It's actually nice. You know, got a nice feel to it. Got all the buttons on here, you know, for your phone, volume, that kind of thing. It's actually not bad. Auto lights, which is nice. I hate having to turn your lights on and off. Like 2019, get with the fucking times. You know? I agree. You also got a big screen here. I don't believe you have navigation, do you?
No.
So even if you don't have the navigation, you still get the screen, which is nice. So you still look like you got the high-end option, but you know, but at the same time, who would know, right? Especially if you get a girl in here. I got the big screen. I got a little bit of moolah, you know, a little bit of cash. This one too, you can hide all your crap in there, you know, any loose change or blunts. Oh, I guess we can go. Light screen. Okay, let's rock and roll. Oh, you want to film the ugliest fucking car in the world? That Beamer right there. That thing is an abomination to fucking...
Holy shit.
Honest to God, like... If you want to buy... oh, a guy's coming back. Probably thinks we're filming him. If you want to buy...
What the fuck?
There you go.
U-turn over
Beamer
there.
drivers. Here. If you want to buy a hatch-style vehicle or whatever like that, man, go with even the Passat CC, which is a good option. Don't be going buying that Beamer. It's just fucking Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But that's my personal opinion. There's people that love it, then God bless. God fucking bless. A little light modification. You got the APR air intake, which is actually, this one's really, really nice. It's full carbon fiber. The air filter is actually encased inside of here. And if you want to come in close, if you look down here, it actually gets fed through the front grille. So it reflects a lot of heat out. So it's actually very efficient for what it is. Besides that, the motor is actually pretty solid. It's nice. There's been no issues with it. maintenance wise, oil changes. How many times do you change your oil?
Oh, probably every 6 months.
Kilometers, my friend.
10,000 kilometers.
10,000
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So you gotta change a little more frequently than the Audi that I had in the previous episode, but it also is a smaller displacement engine, so that's kind of how it goes, right? So, as you guys see, we're gonna show you around the car now. This one here is not very modified, which personally I like more of the sleeper kind of look, little mods here and there. But besides that, it's actually pretty nice. So if you come around, the front bumper's got a little bit of a lip down here, which I actually like quite a bit. Gives it a little more aggressive look, and I believe that's standard in all the vehicles. So it's a bit more sporty to begin with. So even if you want to keep that front bumper or put a little splitter in the bottom, kind of bring it out a little bit more, you could, right? And it's actually fairly cheap. I think they're about 100, anywhere from about 150 to about 300 bucks, depending on what kind you want to buy. Well, winter tires obviously is always a good thing, and that's what he has on here right now with some, you know, standard rims. It's still a good look. Personally, I'd like if the rims were painted black. I know I told you we were going to paint them black a while ago. I didn't have time, so we're going to get around to that one, actually paint them black, because it will give a different look to the car. And I just think black rims or anything that's not silver or you know, lighter color looks really good on a vehicle. It kind of just brings it, almost makes it look a little bit lower and gives a different stance to it, right? As you can see as well, we do have a sloped top, just like the coupe style. This one here does not have the hatch. It's just the actual trunk itself. So you don't have the extra room that you have in the A7 or the Panameras or any of that kind of thing there. I'm gonna take you guys around back. We're gonna look at the trunk and then look at the interior space in the back, see if it's a no fuck zone or a go zone. My friend, I tell you though, it's probably a no fuck zone. So in the back here, we got the same thing I had on my Audi. We got the muffler delete, right? That there is not the same style tips as I have, obviously. That was bought at the shop that he got the delete done. If you don't take care of your tips, it's one thing, my friend. I gotta tell you, if you're gonna do mods, hell, and even if you're cheap or expensive, whatever you can afford, but take care of your shit. Come over here and see what happens if you don't take care of your shit. See all that? That's fucking rust, okay?
Yep.
If you clean it, it won't rust, right? Fucking God forbid you do that. Okay, he's also got tinted tail lights, just little things here and there. One thing I do like about this car, it actually has a lip on the trunk all on its own. So if you actually get a side angle, you'll see it kind of lips up, and that's just manufactured, which is actually really nice. Gives a nice look to the car, especially the back. Kind of ties everything in nice. So we gotta open the trunk. We need the fucking key though.
Yeah. You have the key?
No, it's in the fucking car. Hold on.
Nice.
This is how professional we are. So this is the trunk. As you can see, the trunk's actually pretty deep. It's quite a bit of space. This is the size of my head. So let's just give you a reference. Like, look how much room there is, right?
Yeah, there's...
Like, if you had a bunch of balls, and I'm like saying, you know, balls you play with in the park,
yeah,
like soccer balls and shit like that, you can...
Yeah.
So if you want to come in here, take a look. You actually have the mat in the bottom here that's plastic, which is really nice. Really nice little addition, because then, you know, if you go to the grocery store and buy a can full of beans or like pineapples and shit, they ain't gonna fucking spill. And you got a full-size spare. I can't really fucking pull this bitch. There you go. You also have a full-size spare on the bottom there, which is nice to have, just because who wants to ride around in a fucking little donut? Nobody. Okay. Now let's go inside. I thought I locked the car again. I have a bad habit of locking myself out of vehicles. Happened yesterday to me, so just saying.
At least there's no cars coming through here.
You didn't clean your car at all for this, did you?
There's
Just hold on, just wait a second. The interior and the back. Actually, if you want to take a shot before I get in there, take a shot at the seats. The seats are actually nice. I like the way they the leather is kind of stitched that way. It looks really nice. Got the armrest in the middle, and also this vehicle doesn't have a middle seat, same as the Audi A7. So, like I said, my friends, I'm sorry, no fuck zone. I promise you, I promise, we'll get a vehicle on here that you guys can buy that you can just fucking pound the back.
a mini caravan.
No, we're talking about vehicles before you have kids, okay? Not afterwards. Because the fuck wants a caravan? You don't have caravans when you want caravans.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I am about 5'8" on a good day. It's comfortable back here. I got a bit of headroom, right? It's not a lot. Like I said, if you're over 6 foot tall, this is gonna be a little bit of a challenge for you to kind of get back here and be comfortable. You really have to slope yourself like this, like you're riding dirty, right? And you can't see like, or you're just gonna have to, you know, do the head thing there where you kind of put your head sideways and just have to ride. This is a good car if you have kids and stuff. You know, they're not too big. Kids are usually small. If you feed your kids too fucking much, that's your problem. Buy a Caravan, right? Besides that, it's actually a fairly functional vehicle. It's good for families, like I said. Good for a young guy, you know, or a girl. Don't discriminate, right? If you want something a bit more sporty, European, but you don't want to pay the big bucks, right? You don't want to pay $25,000, $30,000, $40,000. You could pick up a car like this for around, I think, 9,000 Canadian, give or take, of course, is all estimates. All the way up to about 20. I think it was the last year of the CCs. They're about 20,000 now, used of course, but very good condition. I saw actually a CC for sale online on a car ad website, which I can't mention of course. They were asking 9.5, and it had 150,000 kilometers, all-wheel drive, automatic. I mean, you know, that's not a bad thing, right? But it actually is not a bad vehicle for what it is for the price. So bang for your buck, it's actually pretty good, and it still looks really nice. So I think for the interior here, for the back, like I said before, no fucks zone, but I think we got this here. We're gonna hop in the front, go for a drive, and check out the performance. So this car for Alberta, where we live, Canada, snow, you know, and slush and that kind of thing, I think it's pretty good. It's a front engine, front wheel drive, so you have the weight in the front, so you have the traction that you need. You won't be sliding around like if you have a rear wheel drive car, which I've had rear wheel drive cars in the past, and I've tossed, you know, winter tires on them. I mean, it is doable, but fuck, like if you're not careful, you're gonna slide and hit something real quick. So that's the one upside to this. Of course, if you're gonna use this thing for a track day or whatever the case is, you won't get the back end slidey performance that you get from a rear wheel drive car, but at the same time, I don't think many people that buy a Passat, or sorry, a CC, are gonna go and personally do that. So I don't know if you hear the blow-off valve, which is not technically a blow-off valve, it's a little space that you can buy. Actually, they're fairly cheap, easy to install. It actually separates the blow-off valve a little bit, drops down, so you can actually get that sound, as you said earlier. So finally at West Edmonton Mall here, we're gonna pull in real quick. Just wanted to give a last little review on the vehicle. So I'm gonna give this thing a pussy rating 4 out of 10. Because it's a Volkswagen, so you can't, you know, you don't have the clout of having you know, an Audi or Mercedes or BMW or you know, Porsche or something like that. So that's where it loses a bit of points. Like I said before, it's not a truck, so obviously here's going to be a little more difficult, but still, very nice vehicle. As we pull in here now, I just want to say farewell to everybody that's been watching the video, and I really do appreciate it. I never thought that I would get over 5 views, but more 100 or above that. It was, you know what, honestly, it was, to me, I know it's not very many views to a lot of people, but to me that was insane. I honestly thought I wasn't going to get nothing remotely close to that. So I do appreciate it. If you like this video, put a like up or just view it. Like, I don't mind. It's you know, as long as I see views coming in, I know people are either enjoying it or at least like to see me act like a complete fucking idiot. So I'm okay with that. I don't mind being a class clown or a sideshow. It's quite fine. Anyways, everybody have a good one. Stay safe and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay? See you guys later.
Yeah, don't do drugs.